Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers Permadeath Survival. This is me, PsyPrime, and we're on our way to Earth. I need to get stopped before I do any kind of a jump. Oh, that's not good. I think we're cooking something off. I've got a feeling my down ion thruster, the one that's pointing up, is facing my ship at the very back there. Okay. Let's get stopped, assess the damage while we wait for our jump drive to charge. We've done some damage to an oxygen tank and a hydrogen tank. It's not critical at the moment though, so I think we're going to be okay. I just can't use that top thruster right now, so what we're going to have to do now is get ourselves, well, let's see, where are we going to jump to? The sun's coming up that way, so I think we'll jump to the top of here a bit. I think we're stopped enough. I'm going to just turn these thrusters off just to save power. I'm just going to try coming to a stop again from here. So let's dampers on. It's about as close as we get. That's pretty damn stopped. Right, okay. So, a little bit of dramas there. We're at 95% charged now. Yeah, as I was saying before I got interrupted by that thruster. Hello everybody, I hope you've had a fantastic week. This episode is going to be a little different. We're going to be not doing as much editing in this one, so we're going to keep a lot more of the chatter and sort of in between bits and bloopery bits in. This is kind of to give you a taste of sort of what really goes on when we're filming these things and how little we actually do cut out. I mean, we only cut out the boring bits, and we'll still do that. Now, this is partly in preparation for me to help me sort of get used to dealing with live situations a little bit better, because we did mention last time that we are going to be getting a Discord channel for this group, so all 1700 of you can pile into Discord and have an amazing conversation and time and just be crazy in that. There'll be a little more on that towards the end of this episode, so you're going to hang on a little bit, and you know we'll give you those little juicy tidbits. So here we go. Let's not try and jump 2,000 kilometers, because that's just going to be absolutely daft. Start with about 300 and see how we go with that. Now, I need to start off at the point where it's going to hit gravity and then work our way out. So that's in gravity. That's in gravity. That's not. Here we go. Jumping in 4, 3, 2, 1, jump. Oof. Okay, we're not drifting, that's great. There's an ice lake, that's exactly what I need. Ice lakes are the best places to actually start looking for like ores and things, because it's generally flat, you can see markers on the surface and you kind of know where to look. So, right, what we need to do, I'm not going to try and do it from here because we're one thruster out right now and we're on ions and we have a mining transport nearby. Yeah, we'll be fine. So I'm going to get into here. Mouths are already on. Dampeners are off. That's great. Unlock. And just... Okay, this is odd. I can't steer. Maybe I think I turned my gyros off. There we go, right. So we're just gonna get clear of the rear of this, find a spot I can lock on with, ideally where I can see something. And what we're actually going to try and do is dip this whole thing into the atmosphere. I need my... Which one's my underslung thruster? Is it that one? Nope. Not thruster, camera. There we are. Right, so I have no idea which way I'm facing here, so Just going to use that shadow to help a little bit. That's too much. It's a lot easier with the mouse on though. There we go. Now we're locked, so I can come out of here. Now I can't really see where I'm going. But now that we're locked on there... Oh, I can't reach that. Okay, I know I need to go in that direction, so let's just have a look. Let's eyeball it. Right, we go into there, but we need to go slightly higher so that when we hit gravity we're in the right direction. So we're going to aim about here. Dampeners off. Now we're not taking this thing all the way down. All I literally want to do is get us to the point where we can scoop up a bit of oxygen and have enough in that tank, in that cockpit there, to just last us a while. So here we go. Now dampeners are definitely off on the other one. They're not doing anything. I'm not going to go too fast either. If I try to go too fast, it's just going to get messy. I think I have a straight downward facing camera. I'll turn it off. Where's that one facing? It's sort of facing away. I don't know where that's facing. That's facing forwards. That's facing backwards. That's also facing backwards, which is a bit odd. Okay. Did I just... Oh, I very nearly let go, but luckily we're all going at the same speed, so it's fine. Right, don't press the mag button when you're trying to move a ship. It's silly. Okay. So we're just going to drift until we start seeing G's on our little P gravity thing there. So yeah, a few things that are coming up for me. In October is CitizenCon, which is Star Citizen's annual convention. Few members of XGR, the racing group that I play with, they're coming along. We've got our t-shirts, we've got our hoodies and everything ready to go. So it's going to be a fun occasion. I'm not going to be live streaming it. I certainly won't be doing that. But I will get some pictures and I will give you a rundown of how the event went afterwards. You'll be able to watch the live event on Star Citizen's own YouTube channel when it happens. It's going to be on the 19th and 20th of October. That's the weekend, from 9 AM I believe UK time. So yeah, get on and enjoy that, and you know, we'll do a roundup afterwards. That's next month. Between now and then, I'm mostly going to be focused on getting our Discord channel up and running, getting more of you along. At first, it's going to be just a few of you, so those that are lucky enough to be the first ones to join, do bear with it. It's going to take a moment for people to actually, you know, build up and start chatting and such. And sooner or later, I'm going to have to start choosing, you know, moderators and admins and things for the channels. But yeah. It's going to be great. But at the end of this episode, I'm going to be giving you all the details on how to get onto that and how to start chatting along with me and each other, and you know, let's get a great community going. Right, where we're at 0.6 Gs. We're in gravity. We have been for a few moments now. I don't think we're going to be anywhere near where atmosphere starts. Unfortunately, there's no easy way for me to tell unless what I do is I go remote access, woolly jumper, terminal, and oxygen tank, and we look for that to fill up. So that's kind of what I'm going to have to access just to find out. Not filled at all right now. We're only in 0.08 Gs. I just need to sort of adjust our trajectory a little bit. probably going to turn all my thrusters on for a moment. Because we're in a little bit more of a challenging situation now. I don't want to burn all my fuel doing this. We have to be very cautious not to do that. Let's tip ourselves so we're kind of level with gravity here. Right, I don't want to be going up so much, but I definitely don't want to be missing our target, which I can't actually see. Where's our target? It's there. We're aiming to overshoot right now. Oh, why am I tilting back up? Oh, I know why. I left something turned on. Gyro. Turn you off. Getting in the way. Just trying to right us the whole time. Oh, it's still trying to do it. This is weird. What's trying to right me? Very strange. Okay, never mind. We'll figure that one out in a minute. Gyro. Gyros off, on. Right. Just make sure they're all doing the same thing. Oh, it's still trying to right me. I can't actually point down. Okay, that's interesting. Right, we're gonna just check our oxygen tank now. We might be getting close to when we can fill this thing. Oh, now it wants to go back down. Right, okay. Let's just check our actual direction here. Something very odd going on with my gyroscope. Do we have an override turned on? Nope, 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 nope. Remote access, woolly jumper, terminal gyroscope. Nope, and it's off. Yeah, this is odd. Maybe this is what happens when you're connected to another ship and its thrusters and stuff are on. Right, we're at 21 now. 0.25 Gs. Let's check out oxygen tank. Oxygen tank, not that one. Remote access terminal. Oxygen tank. It's not filling yet. We have to keep going down until that oxygen tank starts to fill, and then what we can do is we can get stopped and get back up with this thing. It should be any moment now. We're at 18 kilometers high. We're just free falling it so that I don't end up burning too much fuel. Hey, come on. All I need to do is fill this one time. I mean, there are easier ways to fill a tank. I mean, I could have just built an O2 gen on it and filled it from that, but this is more fun. Although I do need to figure out why the whole thing's been a bit odd. Come on. Yes, it's filling. Right, so from here I need to get stopped. So we're going to dampers on here. And we're going to get leveled out. Hopefully my gyro should stay put right here. Okay. Remote terminal. Oxygen tank. 9%. 10%. Come on, get filled. There's not a lot of oxygen at this height, so it does take a bit longer to fill. But we're going to get there. 13. Right, now it's a race between this oxygen tank and my hydrogen fuel. Let's put our atmos on. They might help a little bit from this height. Right. Come on. Yeah, they're helping slow it down a little bit, but only for while we're pointing in the right direction here. Oxygen tank 2, 24% filled, 25. To be honest, I think like 50% is enough. Yeah, we're going to start leaving the atmosphere now. I have to get out of here in one piece. We're already fighting gyroscopic forces at the moment, so... Right, whatever oxygen we've got, and that will do. We're just going to basically take this out of the atmosphere, park it somewhere, possibly on an asteroid, with some sort of solar sort of visibility so it can keep charging up. And then we're going to come down to the planet and start looking for Cobalt, which is what we're here for. We're only here for Cobalt, nothing else. Can't get distracted by anything else. Once we've got a whole load of Cobalt, we need to go back to our Mars base, drop the Cobalt off for refining, and then we can start making a trip up to the alien planet, which will likely be on the next episode. In the meantime, there's a lot of things that could happen and go wrong, so... like, for example, this ship wanting to try and flip nose down and up, or like, for example, an enemy coming along and deciding that they want to have a party with guns and lots of hostilities. Okay, we're getting close to outside of gravity now. I think it's like 42,000 meters that it ends up doing that. We've been very careful not to slam ourselves into anything above us. Although we did have one little scary moment where a big shadow sort of cast itself across the whole ship, but that was just an asteroid in front of the sun, which is kind of back there, so not really much of a moment. Once we've done this though, we're going to be docking this ship to an asteroid where we can then GPS it and come back to it, and no, it's not going to float away anywhere. And then we're going down to find that ice lake and get some Cobalt if we can. I'm hoping there's some around that ice lake, otherwise we're going to be doing a bit of flying around. We are empty, our atmos can help a lot with that, but the ice lake's a really good spot to refuel. We've got about 500 ice left in the system right now. It's not really a lot, but it could be enough to get us down there with a reasonable amount left over so that we've got time to mine and get some ice into the system for refueling. Come on, we're nearly there now. I think somewhere between 41 and 42 Ks. Should be 0G. I'm trying to keep the speed as low as possible so we don't have to use as much fuel to stop. Doing 15 meters per second right now. Probably pop that up just a little bit more. Keep that speed up. It's going to take way too long. Right, let's go back up to 30. Probably going to slow us back down to about 15 by the time we actually stop anyway. Oh, there we go. Did that too soon. Right, let's get stopped. Come on, let's get properly stopped if we can. There we go. Right, dampeners off. We're going to unlock. Why didn't that unlock? Have we damaged one of our... Oh, it's the wrong one. It's that one. Ha. Right, dampeners off. Unlock. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just maths, please. Right, so we're going to have to position ourselves slightly better this time. We're going to go this way round. Actually, no, we're going to go this way around, but we're just going to get a bit closer to the cockpit. Right. Let's just gently do this, like less than a meter per second, so we don't knock the whole thing flying. Right, now we're connected. We are moving slightly, so I'm going to just transfer there. That should be totally transferable between. Right. Thrusters are on. I think I need to just quickly check the situation. Yeah, we're stopped now. I can't see too well where we're at on this, so I'm going to have to turn these thrusters off anyway for the minute and use one of my cameras. Do I have a good view of the back? Don't know what I'm looking at there. That doesn't help either. Okay, I'm just going to have to, at the moment, assume that that top thruster's a bit out of bounds. No jetpack, can't move around this thing to look. Or to reposition myself. Ish, right, okay, this is what it is. I'm going to have to probably think about turning... Let's see, is one on? 7 on, 1 off, right. We need all the thrusters. Have to turn you on, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to be very, very selective of how we do this. Right. Okay, so we're over here. We need to find an asteroid very nearby to lock to. That one. We can go full speed. As long as we don't steer now, we should be alright. We're just grazing gravity right now. It's fine. These thrusters are strong enough. Might need to use dampness to sort of keep ourselves from drifting down. Got 40 minutes of power right now. We're going to have to try and level out a little bit. Keep our main thrusters in the right direction. Get our power up a little bit. About there should do it. Right, start slowing down. I think this asteroid's either just outside of gravity or just inside. It's right on the border, which is kind of ideal. If we have a little bit of gravity, it might help me like sort this thing out. If we can align to it so I don't fall off. So I need to kind of put myself on like just the edge of one of these like sticky out bits. It's a very technical term. Gotta be very careful with that down thruster right now. Yeah, because of that, I've just cooked something else off my ship. dear is not great. Okay, gravity points that way, so... Oh, unfortunately I'm going to have to go down a bit more. I'm going to turn us around with dampeners off, so I can use the other thruster a bit. Actually, gravity's going to pull us in the right direction. Yeah, we are just inside gravity, that's great. If I can get to this without leaving gravity, which I certainly can. I need mag plates on here. Mags. Okay, because we have our magnetic lock right in front of us. What's on that asteroid? Iron, okay. It's not particularly useful. Silicon. We're not going to find cobalt here, so... Right, let's see if I'm able to actually get close enough to this thing to lock to it. Let's find a point that sticks out well enough. About here, I think. Let's let gravity pull us down a bit. Yes. Locked. Right, so now we are stable, locked. I can turn all the thrusters off and get out of here. We have some gravity. Not a lot. It's going to hurt if I jump or anything, but... see what I've been cooking. That's repairable. I kind of need them for landing. Got to be very ginger with our... Okay, I think that was it. Right, so we are literally just over that, hanging over that thruster there with these bits. Have we got any more room to go forwards here? Just a little bit. Could potentially have gone a little bit forward. But I would need to get into the cockpit from like right here to make sure I can get to that. Good news is, because we're in gravity, I will drop, so I'm able to actually park much closer without having to worry about getting in and out. It's not an issue right now because we're going to leave here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to dash GPS, parked, parking space, let's call it that. Right, and I'm going to just colour that GPS marker so I can see it better. Parking, it's alphabetical, okay. Parking space, we're going to give it a nice purple hue. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Get some oxygen. There you go. Yay, that's perfect. Right, so getting in and out has to be like done really close up. Right, so only job to do right now is to get out of here, get back down to the planet's surface. We've used all of our ice, so there's no more left for refueling. Thrusters are on. Why did I not take off just then? That's unusual. Right, let's have a look and see why my ship's not behaving. Off, on. Something's wrong with my thrusters. Not going anywhere at the moment. They're all on. We've got 3 thrusters damaged here. That's right. We're gonna have to investigate. Is that one damaged? No, that's the main one. That's not damaged. That's not damaged. Then we've got a hydrogen tank there, which is fine. Let's check the other one. You're fine. All of these should be able to turn on. Maybe our tank's in stockpile mode? Nope. Stockpile's off. We have battery power. They work. They're probably not getting any... No thrust there. Huh. Nope. Nothing. Batteries. Turn the whole ship off. I'm gonna try restarting the game. Shit, this looks like a bug to me. Yeah, that was just literally a little bug. So I can pull away from here now. Start letting gravity take me down. Let's figure out where we want to go. Where's that ice lake gone? There it is. I think that's an ice lake. I hope it's not a shadow. Right, we might as well get up to full speed because then we're going in a straight line. We're going to get to full speed sooner or later anyway. We're just using our maps right now, so it's going to be a little slow to accelerate and decelerate right now, but I don't want to be using our full thrusters just yet. Right, I'm just going to let gravity speed us up the rest of the way now. And we'll just give ourselves, well, let's go full thrust. Let's give ourselves a nudge in the right direction here. There we go. Gravity's going to pull our trajectory back down again towards the centre of our crosshair. But hopefully we'll be kind of over the top of it by then. And we don't have to use much more thrust for corrections. So most of this journey is going to be a free fall. And the aim is we should actually turn our thrusters back on, our atmos, because they're going to help us when we actually get down a bit lower. Right, so let's keep our crosshair pointing at where we're going. This is how you do a sort of free fall trajectory. Line yourselves up with gravity so you know which way you're going to get pulled. And keep an eye on the crosshair and the ball on the side next to the gravity meters. Get that centered at above so it's going to sort of drag us onto the target. So as gravity pulls us harder, it's going to pull that cross down. Once it's in the center, you want to keep it there. And that means you're using the minimum amount of thrust. Okay. And in the screen on the top, where I've got my kind of like instrument display, you should start seeing a little circle dropping into view, and it should eventually line up with the little chevron arrow thing. And that's when we know we're on target. Here it comes. Here's the circle. Now, if it stops over the little arrow thing, then we're directly above. I've got a feeling we're not. Just to see how much further down it drifts. We may have to do a course correction. Left, right wise, laterally we're kind of on target. Yeah, it's definitely drifting a bit further down, so we're going to just pop it above and let it keep drifting, and that's going to help get us over the target. When we get to the point where it's no longer drifting below, we know we're right above it. And we're going in the right direction then. Let's give it another nudge. Very small amounts of thrust, you don't need a lot for this sort of job. You see it's slowing down now, which means our thrust in our view up and down is decreasing. We're countering it. Yeah, because we're not pointing straight down, this thrust is kind of at a 45-degree angle, so if I want to point all the way down, we can. Right, come on. Let's just give it a big whack. Right, there's our Atmos kicking in. That should be filling our oxygen tank. Now, we've got damage to 3 thrusters there. I'm not sure which ones they are, but I think they're above the critically damaged line. Right, so we're 8 kilometers up now, so this thing stops pretty quick, even on Pertam, so I think we should be fine to start hitting the brakes just over a kilometer. Looks like we're coming down right on the edge of the lake there. Just want to get a feel for where we're coming down. Keep on our little chevron cross thing on our circle. Where it starts to settle is where we're coming down. Yeah, about there. Just want to give it a little nudge forward again. Give ourselves some room. Okay, at this point we want to start leveling out with gravity. So we get a nice smooth landing. And when we get to around a kilometer-ish, just over maybe, I'm going to hit the dampers button. Whoa, that was way fast. 500 meters is probably plenty. And then some. Let's get down a bit more. I choose ice slopes because they're flat at least. You're not going to hit a juggy bit or something. Right. Let's just fly down. Now we're going to need some ice. We're going to have to pick our drills from there. Right. Got 11k of ice there, that's plenty to keep us in the air. Right, let's just get down close to the ground, but not quite. I want to see if we're okay to run on Mavs and Atmos only. Yeah, we're okay to run on those, so that's going to help keep our hydrogen use down and let us fill up the tanks a bit. And we're just going to scoot across the ice here and start aiming for these dark spots and seeing what they are. Now, we can't get confused by things like gold, silver, uranium, platinum, anything like that, because Earth doesn't have that. It'll just be the base ones, magnesium and cobalt. We need to be quite close to the ground for this, because with AQD vanilla ore distribution, the ores are quite low down, and our ore detector is pretty weak. Silicon. Right, we found silicon. Don't need silicon, we're not going to get distracted by it. Right, fuel's going up, which is good, it's in the right direction. So that's the silicon patch there. It's probably paired with something else, but I couldn't tell you what. Right, I have to be aware that it takes a long time to turn. So we probably want to go a bit slower here. Right, if we don't find any cobalt nearer to the surface, then, well, we should do, because, oh, actually no, because potentially we might need a large grid ore detector, but without dismantling the ship, we're not going to get one, unless I brought the materials with us. I doubt we did. In fact, actually, let's have a look at what we've got in our inventory. Detector components are there. Okay. We've got some stuff. It's possibly enough to build a little rig. Let's have a look and see if we can do that. And that can buy us some time for our ice to fill up. Right. Also, let's have a little look at these thrusters. These shouldn't be damaged because they're protected by that. Could be one of these. Yeah. None of them are damaged beyond repair. Right. So let's see, what do we need to build an ore detector? Let's first, let's get a block on the ground somewhere. Let's put one like here for the moment. Then we're going to place an ore detector on there. Just face it that way. And then we're just going to place a connector on the back. Now, connector needs to be a bit higher than this. That's plenty high enough. Connector like that. Right, so the only bits we really need to weld up here are these two things. Let's see if we have enough stuff. We need a connector in order to be able to get the power to the ore detector. This is where the his inventory manager comes in handy, because it put the materials I needed into my cargo container without me even thinking about having to ask for them. Right, so that's that. We're just gonna just weld that up for a bit of like firmness. Oof. Some of this stuff I was just carrying anyway. Right, that's our little ore detector rig. Now all I have to do is connect to it. So we're going to go main thrusters and unlock 4. Let's see where we need to be. Right, up a little bit, over to the left. If there's any cobalt nearby, we will see it. If there's not, we can either cut this off and drag it around with us, which is going to use a bit more ice, or we can just dismantle it and build another one somewhere else. Connected. Don't need the thrusters on right now, just have to remember to turn them off afterwards. Right, let's see what we can see. Magnesium, don't need it. It's useful, but we don't need it. We have to turn the range up on our ore detector. We're using ore detectors plus because it's impractical to use normal ore detectors with the AQD mod. Not unless you want to spend half your time drilling in the ground trying to find stuff. Cobalt. 1.9 kilometers over in that direction. I need to make sure my antenna. We don't need it to be that big, but let's go at least 2 kilometers over there. Right, so we need to do a little bit of a walk. We've got food. I think, have we got food? Yeah, we've got food, we've got water. We're good. Let's have a wander over this way and then we can GPS it. Bit of a run. Gotta watch our stamina though, because we're using the Daily Needs Survival Kit mod, which gives the food, water bars on the top left corner and a stamina bar. If your stamina goes too low, you start taking damage. And also your food and water intake goes up as you run and stuff. So we're probably going to need 2 markers. One on the way to the Cobalt. Probably, well, we're going to go one above it. Just to get a feel for how deep it is. And we're going to put one kind of on the way to it. Like a good spot to start drilling from. And then we can use those 2 to line up to make sure we don't miss it, because we're not going to have it on ore detector necessarily while we're actually trying to get to it. Come on. We're going to keep going until that number gets as low as it's going to get. That distance to the Cobalt. Once it starts looking like it's going up again, then we back off. That's going back up. Right, there. Right, so we have a cobalt marker. It's right there, and we're just going to run back towards our ship from there. just to find a good spot to start actually drilling it. Kind of don't want to risk, because these ice lakes, they're not super deep, so we're not going to have access to ice once we're below the ice lake. So we're going to go kind of shallow. I think that 200 meters to 500 meters, that's still less than a 45 meter slope, so we need to go to the point where they're kind of even. So we're waiting for those two numbers, that 300 meters that's increasing and that 500 meters that's at the bottom, just above my 5 and 6 bars there. Wait till we get round about the same. That's not going to happen, so okay, let's just try and get to the point where they're close enough to the same. I think about a 400 meter drill should be pretty reasonable. We'll draw from about here. Right, so slash GPS, CO hole. Right, back to our ship, and then we start doing that job. That's like by no means totally scientific. I'm just trying to use a little bit of triangular geometry, trigonometry to sort of get an optimal line, so we're not using too much of our thrust. The flatter we go, the better our use of our atmospheric thrusters. I'm really struggling for words here. Okay. Oh, we're at -1 on stamina. Let's crouch and get our stamina back. If we'd kept that up for too much longer, we would have started actually damaging ourselves. Our food's going down while we recover. It's just kind of how it goes. While I'm waiting, I'm going to just colour those GPS markers so we've got something that we can work with. Right. Just make sure that the right ones I've coloured here. Yep. Yeah. Okay, back to running again. I can open my visor actually. We're using the realistic sounds. I didn't put sneaky sounds on those, so drilling and things gets a bit loud. What's that coming over? Cert Garamis. We do have weapons on the ship, but they're not turreted or anything, so we're going to have to be a bit cautious about that. I do like with a 30-kilometer viewing range as well, you can actually see the asteroids. I can see the one that I'm actually tethered to there. Okay, that ship is... I think it's getting further away. Yeah, we're okay. They go in a straight line. They don't turn or anything unless they get made to turn by something. Right. Okay, we're at 47% hydrogen right now. 2.8 Ki still left in the system. So we're going to turn our basic thrusters on for now. Just get off here. Start making our way. And we're probably going to need to use our main thrusters when we start doing the drilling, because I don't think our forward thrusters with MAVs only is enough. Well, I know they're not enough. Right. Well, so far I don't think we've cut very much of this episode out. And I've managed to not say anything incriminating or stupid yet. Let's get these markers lined up, because we don't have well, we won't have any kind of ore detection marker for a while, not until we get much closer. Right, let's go full thrust. Didn't mean to do that. Whoa. Right. So we need to be aiming. Well, this is the problem. We don't really know how deep to go. I could just go over the Cobalt marker and just go straight down, but we need to be aiming for a 500 meter depth before we go 200. So we probably need to be going at about sort of that sort of angle. These thrusters are too twitchy when they're all on. Lights. All I really have to do is try and keep these reasonably lined up. I think I need to be doing closer to 40 degrees. Be careful of things like that getting shunted by hitting the ice a bit too hard. So we need to go to a depth of, what was it, about 450 meters? We're going to need to go steeper. This is one of those bits. Oh, now I can see the Cobalt marker. Straight ahead, straight in that direction. Right, so I'm going to cut out a lot of this drilling because nothing's going to happen. So we're about 54 meters away from the Cobalt now, but I've just noticed that my hydrogen's getting low and we're out of ice now. So I'm going to just uncover the Cobalt and then we're going to go straight back up and get some ice. There's the Cobalt, so I'm gonna turn ourselves around, come straight back out, get some ice. Oh, let's not bump things. Oh, we just damaged a battery. Okay, that's damage beyond easy repair. Probably gonna have to better deal with that, like give it some better protection. So 3 hours of power left. Ugh. That thruster's so much worse than it's, yeah, our thrusters are a bit too twitchy at the moment. Right, okay, this is where I can get my ice. You can kind of tell I built this ship for per time where the gravity's like 20% higher. I need to get some ice, so we're just going to take the top off this. should be enough. But we're going to have to get back down here now. Keep the drills on as we go, because the weight of that ice is actually making it so that we're just drifting. Just very slight thrusts. But I need to get down there before that 7% runs out. Otherwise we're falling the rest of the way. Unless I can get locked. Clear some space around here. Right, I need to get myself landed. Oh, those thrusters are way too twitchy. I think we need to set them up in groups so that we can turn off like portions of thrusters so that we can adjust for gravity and stuff. So right now we're just literally going to turn off all our thrusters and wait out our oh actually, do we still have a working, yeah, we still have working O2 gens. So we're just going to have to wait a little while until we've got enough hydrogen to be able to do this mining job, and I'll be back with you very shortly. We're at 70% H2 now. I think that's good enough for us to start getting a move on here. We've only got like 10k ice left anyway. So main thrusters on again. I've not done any grouping, so I've got to be really careful here. Little taps, and we're just going to get some of this drilled in. Careful. We're going to end up with a load of stone with it. We'll have to eject that. Still on 47k of Cobalt right now. 56. I think that's plenty. That'll do the job. Oof, we're a bit heavy here. Come on. We're getting bashed about a little bit. Okay, so for some reason we don't have enough thrust. Gonna have to level ourselves out a bit. Okay, we've just locked. Turn off the ejector now because we're going to lose ice otherwise. Still can't go up. I think we've got some rear thruster issues. Let's just check if they're all on. Forward, forward. would. Right, let's see. Connect to fuel. No. We've got a fuel connection warning here for the rear thrusters. Then we should get ourselves... we need to kind of get ourselves out of here and then fix that. So let's get ourselves something to land on. Let's get out and have a look at this fuel issue. Okay, they're on. These are not connected to fuel. Okay, so we've lost something important here. Oh, right, hang on. There's a whole bunch of up thrusters there that have gone. Well, there's a whole bunch of everything there that's gone. That side's fine. But yeah, all the conveyor blocks in the middle there have just died. Let's see what conveyor block needs. Where's my little conveyor? I don't see it anywhere. Okay, we haven't got it on the bar anymore, so G conveyor, little one. Doesn't need a lot. Might have enough of that stuff here, so I just need to get some interior plates out of here. We need to move our ship around a little bit. Right. I have to be very aware of where I am right now. Right, okay, so let's see if I've got some interior plates in here. No interior plates. We've got some on the surface, I think, where we built our little ore detector thing. Which means we're going to have to get out of here this some other way. Right. Okay. I think I'm bashing myself on the ceiling here and just doing more damage. This is problematic. Sort of just about managing to get some momentum here. If I can get enough, I might be able to actually get out. It's slightly worrying. There goes our momentum. stashing more stuff around, but this is all repairable. I don't think I've blueprinted this ship yet. Now, it didn't show up in my repair bar because totally disappeared blocks don't. Literally just bunny hopping our way up. Oh, little game freeze there. Right, so now I need to figure out where our ore detector tower thing is. Fortunately, it's foggy as hell, I can't see. And we're just connected. Ugh. That's the way to that. If we line these up, let's go in that direction. We're smoking. Let's go that sort of way. I actually can't see a thing here. We've lined up the markers though, so we go that way. It wasn't as far away. Oh no, it was 1.9. Well, yeah, 1.1 kilometers. So we're locked again. We're skimming the ground here. She can't see anything. Right, so we're in the vicinity now. Line these up so. As the Cobalt gets about 1.1, then I can just start circling around. I need to find these bits because if I can't repair this, it's going to be. Well, we can still get out, but oh, we're really low on fuel right now. I need to drill some ice. That's all our hydrogen out. Let me go and... Oh, it's over there. Right, while I'm this low, I'm just gonna go dismantle this. Well, we got close. Just couldn't see a thing though. It seems to be clearing up a little bit now though. No interior plates in that. I've got no interior plates in any of this. It's not great. So yeah, you'll be able to see better now. We're missing the whole top row of thrusters across there, but we've still got these the conveyor blocks inside that row. We're missing the same on the other side, but we don't have the conveyor blocks, so these can't actually work. I don't know how the hell we managed to take out just that bit. I guess the thrusters damaged the conveyor blocks when they were being destroyed. I just deposited my food and water. There we go. Let's put these in there. Oh, I can't. Can I get them in the cockpit? No, I'm stuck carrying them. That's okay. That's it. I can't really steal anything from anywhere else on the ship because it's all functional. Yeah, minor repair to fix all that. Luckily, shouldn't be a major problem. What we do need though is enough fuel to get out of atmosphere, which is probably around about at least 20%. So once again, I will be waiting and you will not. Okay, we're sitting at about 40% right now. I think that's, yeah, it might be a little risky, but I think that's enough to actually get going, bearing in mind that we've still got 29k of ice and it's still making more hydrogen as we go. So I've also on the bar, so on this bar here, I've added a half thrust option, which is just like a couple of the large thrusters and a bunch of the small ones, but not enough. So when we're down on ground like this, I mean, hopefully that should give us a bit more fine control. To fit that in, I moved the camera over to here and put that connector over there, and then moved the lights over to this third bar here. So hopefully that should make things a little bit easier when we're like ground level doing mining. For now though, I just need to turn all the thrusters on, and then we just need to get going and be extremely efficient about how we do this. So unlock, get level as quickly as possible, and start pulsing. Up so we're not combating gravity too much. Now it's about 41 kilometers to get out, so it's a bit further than Mars, but we should be getting out of like the 1G area pretty soon. And our Atmo thrusters are still doing a pretty decent job for us. Still in full 1G. Now we're dropping off. 33%. Used about 5% of our fuel. .9G. So this is just a matter of which one happens first. Do we get super low on fuel, or do we escape gravity? So we can turn them off now. .69G now. I'm going to try going to half thrust in a minute. It's a little more correct. It's less like long, short pulsey, but we're only using the thrust that we actually need. It seems I could have actually kept my Atmos on a little longer. I'm just going to let myself drift a little bit down. Let that speed, let that momentum do its job. Because each new thrust at lower Gs uses a lot less fuel to do. .37 now. .27 fuel. You kind of need to fix the realistic sound engine a little bit because it does pop and crackle a little bit when you've got a lot of thrusters. But I think it's considered experimental and not a priority feature. But I like it, I like the silence in space. Okay, we're still at 27%, but that's because I think we're using fuel about the same rate as we're making it. But we're just below lunar gravity now. Still got about another 19 kilometers to go though. We might be able to go down to just mouths now. Not quite. Let's off drift a bit. Use that momentum. By the looks of things over there, we're starting to get close to asteroid sort of territory. So we're going to need to keep a bit of a sharp eye. Unfortunately, it's dark. I should turn my lights off actually. Probably look at keeping our speed reasonably down. just in case we do collide with something. Right, we should definitely be able to do maths now. Not quite. It is doing something, it's slowing our slowing. Right, so in this mode we've still got full thrust in all other directions. So I could probably do now, start aiming ourselves at our parking space. Don't have many thrusters in that direction, but you're getting some thrust in that direction. Come on. Yes. I'm not entirely certain that we're actually getting any thrust in that direction. Right. Start bunny hopping over in that direction. Oh yeah, all of our other thrusters are off, so we need maths on as well. That's why it wasn't working. Our half thrust does turn off all the others, but we can use it to turn off selective thrusters at least. We've actually got nearly as much fuel as we left with now. A couple of percent out. Right, 10 Ks until we get to our parking spot. Probably go just maths now. Holding up and forward at the same time here, just to sort of maintain this level of altitude. may have lost some important trusts. Okay, we're about 1.5 kilometers away from home now. Got quite a lot of thrusters on right now, so I need to start considering slowing down. Got our lights on. Right, we need to turn all these off and go full thrust. Just so we don't crash. Right, let's go just mouths. No, that's not enough. Right, can't see a thing, it's dark. This is slightly tricky because we're in gravity. Let's just do dampers on. Can't see a thing. There you are. Well, we came in at a good angle. Right, so what we need to do is come in about... Well, we parked that as level as we could, so let's just stay level with gravity. Try to come in... let's... We have to kill thrust as quickly as we can once we get in. So I don't want to cook anything. There we go. Let's get out. Oh, helmet. That was bad. Right. Let's have a look at where we're positioning ourselves here. That's going to still try to cook these. A little bit. Can't really get any further forward, really. Maybe I can. If I go in from the side here, probably edge it forward just a little bit using mavs. No, mavs, yeah. We'll try. We're literally just skidding across the ground here. Right, that's about as good as it gets here. So, thrusters off. Get out from the side, just. And that should not be cooking anything. Right, so there is room. We're just got to be very selective how we get in and out. So, from the side there, but this one goes here. Right, so this is the point where I think we're going to have to leave. So Thrusters on. We need to turn our gyro back on. And find where Mars is. Well, we need to get out of gravity first. It's going up this way because of our thrusters. Should be out of gravity pretty soon. Just going to stop applying any more thrust. There we go. Just get stopped before we make any jumps. I'm not hearing the sounds of anything being cooked off. That's good. Seems like we made this thing exactly the right size. Okay, that's about as stopped as we need to be, I think. There we go. Right, so what we're looking for, we are trying to find Mars. There it is. I'm going to angle myself in such a way that we'll be able to get some power when the sun hits us, because we're probably going to be out of juice when we get out of this jump. That little dent in Mars will be where our home is. So it's about 1903, so okay, jump drive. Yeah, we'll just go to 2000 and reduce it a little bit. So, well, 1903 is on the ground, so 1880, that's 23 kilometers. 1880, let's try that. We could do a GPS in some point, so I'm going to actually GPS this spot. Earth entry, and we'll GPS the other end as well. Okay, so we need to reduce a bit more. Whoop. There we go. Right, so that's where base is over there, 123 kilometers in that direction, so we probably need to do a jump in this direction about maybe 40 kilometers, I think, which on the jump drive is going to be really low, so we'll start from 0. We're at 14% charge right now though, so what we're going to do is we are going to leave this right here. I'm going to just tilt myself so we can get some sunlight, actually. Get ourselves back where we were. So we're maxing our solar panels. It's probably about there. Oh, I should have put these the other way around so I could see the bars. That's fine, I think. So I'm going to leave ourselves here so we can recharge a little bit. Leave my thrusters on, I think that's going to be fine. They're not really likely to go anywhere. Actually, I'll turn them off for now. Do we turn them off? Do we turn them on? I'll leave them on, it's probably safer. So about the Discord channel, I'm going to leave a link in the description below this video. Check it out and visit us. I would appreciate if as many of you possible would actually start this community off and get in there. It's going to be a bit dead to start with. You know, it's going to take a little bit to get going, so bear with it. But the more of you that join, the better a place it's going to be. The memberships thing with the members area within there, that's going to be opening up in another week or two. We're just going to get the Discord channel going and, you know, make it an interesting place before we start asking people to become members. So check that out in the description below, and in the meantime, have a fantastic weekend, or whatever time it is for yourselves, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.